Eventually I may refit the Geon class corvettes into something else. Really. Turn mass drivers and energy siphons for reduced upkeep and still good at taking down shields. Someday I might retrofit and then get rid of that class. It's annoying. Having it around actually doesn't gameplay impacts. Like the salvagers will get random classes based on what ships an empire has. I think, I'm not sure if designed or accident, but even having these three will lead the salvagers producing a bunch of these. I get some on my board, some salvagers nearby. I want to buy ships off them. The salvager enclave, that is. Alright. They seek closer ties. I seek ours. You know what? Probably do a monthly trade. You actually have some stuff at the beginning disappear into the void. But, that's maybe what's stop them. Versus deal, we get 71. Less profit for them. And the AI won't incorporate the monthly stuff into what jobs there anymore, because people were doing deals getting AI dependent on their trade resources and cutting off trade. But there's no good way to have the AI handle it. If they fully ignore it, then they'll run jobs and produce resources they don't need. If they take into account, they'll become dependent. What they should do is have some sort of system of how much they trust you that changes how much they take into account what they're getting from you. 12 for 40 versus the ratio is also better. Value energy more than minerals? Really? Or no, they value them about this. No, they do. Weird. Bigger deals, of course, can get that profit factor to be less. It's necessary to get them to agree. Like a mere +2. 14 food for 15 minerals. That's definitely profitable. This may allow me to start running fewer miners. That plus the nebula refineries. Which I need technicians and I need metallurgists and artisans, which is why I've been trying to get up productivity on my workers to begin with, so I can run more factory workers. Industrialize, basically. Anyways, long-term deal. The waste is relatively less on longer-term deals. And, you know, stability. You don't have to deal with economic shocks if deals cutting off as often. Less annoyance of having to constantly renegotiate. Wish you could do longer. I would love to do 50 or 60-year deals. I think 30 years isn't long enough. I mean, sure, the AI should not want to do them. Maybe you have to give more profit or something, but it would just, from my own sanity, when I have like 20 trade deals. Of course, that's less worthwhile now with the planetary deficit system. where I can produce food easily, right? Producing a surplus. Same with minerals, so working fewer miners isn't gonna hurt me. It's probably not gonna work any here. Heck, I might even decide to do a hydroponics bay on Anchor instead of Knights. Probably not. Instead of two more strongholds. These Knights are just so good, even when I chose numbers instead of for 13 instead of quality of Knights with so you get the deposit that improves ship weapons damage, because I'm not sure improving the Knight jobs will pass on to Successor Empire, but I know that this definitely gets passed on with the homeworld. Well, I won't pass on the homeworld, but I'll reconquer it eventually from my own prior empire. So I just need to monitor for see when I can get civilians here.
System survey concluded.
Hmm. D4. Probably need like 425 jobs on me for that to be worthwhile. Which means I need like 1,700 in total. I'm actually close then. If I did a hydroponics here, it might be worthwhile to automate jobs. Automation will, but be extremely marginal. The loss of build slot, probably not. It will make you a profit of like 1 energy a year. Something ridiculously small. Effective profit. Long-term alloy deal, though, might actually suffer from the order tax. I forgot about that. Of course, the terms of the deal are so much better, it may still be worth it. Instantaneous, we'll see how much my actual alloy profit goes up versus what I'm trading for. I think 15% of the alloys might go to the... Yeah, that's little enough that the better exchange ratio is still worth it. Plus not having resources sit idle until I get up to large enough to do one-off trades. Like 2 ships here with FTL capabilities. The others don't have it yet. I can't show up with just 5 ships and bubbles. To take on the red profits, that would be for the void worms, that'd be a disaster either way. Come on. Become civilians, will you, folks? I just need to get them off Hessex so they stop making crime there. see the experience there. Easier here. But yeah, 34 to go. It'll be much longer. Boom. They accept. Train for 12 hours. I don't think we'll go up to 45. 45.08 about. It's what's on the tin. Oh, did. So you can trade for always get around. I don't think you can do it with energy. Maybe that was just you can't use the internal market. Maybe external trades get you around the order tax. Huh. Maybe. There's so much energy in your planets. It's right worth it with energy. Unless they're all running enough energy already. I need a generator district and a synth to cut down the energy deficit. Still no civilians there.
Construction completed.
Boom. Research station. Looks like there's. Should grab this deposit because these are close together to each other. This is far enough. Another, I should just go to orbit first. In case there's a mineral crunch. But yeah. Elite Cruisers Engineering. These engineering things will help. This is definitely biology on the other hand. Reactor District, but no frickin' capability used to hit yet. However, take some time to build buildings, including an energy grid. It's tech for that anyways. Maybe I could put this off. Slightly kind of pop growth by putting it off, but just to save upkeep and power size. Medical center. Nope. Ponics. Yeah, maybe not. Any of that. Start temp. I mean, amenities is getting really tight. Nice situation. Uh, 5.09 growth a month. Capacity 650 versus 2,000. This probably makes barely any difference to pop growth. Getting Reactor District done. Starting Temple now. Off the Reactor District to have pops. Temple can be safe upkeep with the Reactor District. Reactor District does take up a little bit of space, but probably won't finish the temple before I do resell pops there. People really do this right? Yeah. What's this song? Unknown Beauty. I don't recall hearing this before. What long does it take to demote now? It used to tell you there was a demotion timer, but not now. It just says being demoted. Tell you how long. That's something that used to be easily seen. It's not visible anymore. Oh, it's the shipyard automatically. This upgrade zone. Redoing that. Let's see before they hate me. Do minerals for energy. Not efficiently. Do energy for minerals. Food for minerals. Sort of. I need the minerals. So, trade. For energy. Yes, please. 5 mines have trouble producing trade. Ah. I need more of a trade stored up to do a bigger deal on it. Well. Wrong. It's hard to cross my legs. Things set up. I have a tiny, shitty chair in an office chair where it hasn't arrived yet. It's probably not enough room here to even cross my legs in the office chair. This room is a little cramped. Sort of cross it really awkwardly right now. Hurts the ankle. It's like cheap plastic chairs. Not efficient at all. Sitting in. Very cheap. Let me upgrade ships. Well. I should have been less ambitious with upgrades. Green ships. Stuff was too expensive. Alright. We get trade hubs done with the new star bases available. We set up a trade for energy thing with the custodians. Mutually beneficial deal. The head of research is leveled up. Either this, which gives subway speed and reduce time MIA, or tuner, more subway speed. Tuner, yes please. By investing in the top of the line upgrades for civilian vessel engines, this leader managed to improve their vessel's cruising speed. That'll help a bit with the head of research being able to quickly survey a lot of worlds. Quite a bit of time spent moving. Not as good as some upgrades, but it's not terrible. investing in top-of-the-line upgrades for civilian vessel engines. This leader managed to improve their vessels' speed. Meticulous. This leader is thorough in their examinations of known phenomena and archaeologists. This leader excels in the study of alien artifacts and structural elements in the field. And also, explore. To explore unknown worlds, catalog new species, and encounter new civilizations. This leader is the embodiment of such ideals. Cool, cool, cool. That's my first level 5. I think I forget it's level. I think it's a level 4 they have to get to where if they die you get like a funeral event, which can give like various things. As a fungoid or plantoid, I think you can plant them for a permanent bonus instead of like a sum of uni. I forget if that's fungoid and plantoid or only plantoid species. It might be only plantoid, but none of the plantoids I don't think were eligible for genetic memory. Let me double check. Oh yeah. Yeah, it was fungoid or plantoid either, but it's not permanent modifier. It's just boost to terraforming speed and pop growth. I think I was thinking when I had Empire's growth scaling not on. Extra pop growth for time means you basically always have extra population, especially for reselling to go over caps, but with it on, not so much. Eventually becomes negligible. It's a long-term thing. So for 5 years either way. Also, I was thinking about stuff. I realized I don't have control of the router where I am now. I've been thinking about doing multiplayer games of this or other games. I may not be able to do it because port forwarding and landlord's probably not going to let me add port forwarding or anything. When I was staying with family, I was able to do that. When I get a smaller apartment with fewer people, the landlord doesn't do the router. It might be possible again, but shoot, that's gonna cause problems in my multiplayer games. Age of Wonders 3 in particular eats if you don't set up port forwarding. Dang it. Anyways, yeah, it's leader 4. I mean level 4, though. Chance of funeral, although the more accomplished the leader, so I'm guessing that's partly levels, the more likely. Either of these two leaders might get a funeral. Leader of your country almost always does. You're 4, so. Error. More. This official probably reach level 4, so a bunch of people. Sometimes they get funeral events. Things aren't moving fast enough, I know. Prevent holes. Ooh, civilians, finally. How many months was that? Should have counted. Anchor needs the labor more than almost anywhere else. Also, that's the pop growth. Boom. All the jobs are filled now, and there's some squires who are desperately needed. Could add the Reactor District now and technicians. I'll pay for the upkeep. Pop growth. Wishes, but I'd rather have the squires. Doing something about stability. I think they collectively add about 2% to stability, and there's 20 pops in the old system. That's like 40% of what's they add? So you get 1% on the. Yeah, I think until get to Defense Army in both. So I think it's actually better out of the technicians. I could be wrong. Probably the tiebreaker is the whole trade system. Should also add to pop growth. 0.05. So every 100 months it's 5 pops. Every 20. Get an extra pop from this. Not terrible. There we go. Some technicians. I'll be able to upgrade the reactor district for a little bit, but the tempo I can disable until it pops to work. Power plants require plenty of warm bodies to operate equipment and oversee operations. There's only 100 jobs provided. Reactor district on the habitat. Huh. You get more housing, but you get fewer jobs than somewhere like here. First buildings will make it more worthwhile. You probably don't want more than one reactor district, though, ever in a habitat. So it would cut into planetary deficits. At least the research districts are the archives. 190 jobs. Which isn't terrible. To be real, I want the reactor district to get these build slots. Temple, which I'll disable. Maybe a couple more strongholds, which I'll disable at least one more. Just want to save the last slot for robot manufacturing if I don't want to get rid of the civilian industries right away. Trying to get all the construction pre-done. This is getting long enough. I think I should go for short videos, so I might cut this soon. Let's try and get a little more happen in this video, though. 30 minutes is a little short, but maybe 2 35 or 36-minute videos. Let me know in comments if I end up doing that. If you decide, you guys think it's too short of a video, you'd rather have longer videos. Getting strong feedback against that, I probably won't do that again. It does help my channel grow. Usually to cut stuff more ways, but there's a strong negative reaction, obviously not. And I want to ultimately do what makes you guys happy, so you'll want to keep watching the channel. Now these newly created pops might become civilians more quickly, maybe. Let's see. Oh yeah, slightly more quickly. No, I think at this point, so more squires. It's the minis situation. An undermanned power plant does at least make so at least more energy deficits. Doesn't make any sense that you can actually get energy unless they're like microwave beam power from the planet to the habitat. How they can get energy from elsewhere, but whatever. I get that the energy is technically also currency. If they don't have enough reactors, how would they actually run the equipment on the habitat? This is like tiny little nuclear batteries. They're incredibly dense. They're sending up or something. Take way more energy to send the energy up than unless they're going to create crippling trade costs. processing energy, more in other resources. Just doesn't make sense. Natural wormhole there, interesting. Just checking on all of these. Well, won't be too long until this arrives here. It's still busy. Could have the scientists run it if I need. Yeah. It would take long time compared to, yeah. Scientists can just wait there, I suppose. Ah, almost done with the automation. Or food for export, or maybe at this point storing up for Genesis arcs. Am I doing with upgrading this fleet? 10 ships upgraded, 8 to go at least. Probably 10. Must be a bit. Technically could have waited longer to start the upgrades. It might have been worthwhile. Boom. Doesn't recognize extra. Pops out. Still doesn't recognize him. Oh well. Whatever.